Hello, Easy Enough English members. This is the 7th video of the TOEFL Study Guide video series dealing or talking about the passage on metal, the poisonous metal, mercury. Okay, now let me go ahead and read the question. The word "is" in the passage refers to A. Long-term impact, B. Methylmercury, C. Food chain, or D. Digestion. Okay. Now, there are some words that I highlighted in the question and in our choices. Let's talk about those very quickly. Here we have refers. So what does refers mean? Refers just means what is the word "it's" talking about? Is it talking about A, B, C, or D? Okay. In A, we have long-term impact. Long-term just means over a long period of time. And impact is something's effect, how something changes another thing. Okay. And finally, we have digestion. Digestion is just a process of how your body, your stomach, processes food, or how it breaks down and eats food and turns food into waste or boo-boo. Okay. Now, let me read. This question is asking about the 7th paragraph of the passage. So I will go ahead and read it. Okay. The short-term impact of digestion of toxic methylmercury is obviously a concern. More troubling, however, is its long-term impact on species up and down the food chain. Okay. Now, in that sentence, what is it talking about? It can be a little tricky because we have all these things in the sentence, the previous sentence and the second sentence, okay? So what I've done is I've written down the only part that we need to concern ourselves about, okay? So let's take a look at this sentence. The short-term impact of digestion of toxic mercury is a concern. Okay, so basically we need to ask ourselves, what is the subject of this sentence? What are we talking about? Well, we have two nouns and several nouns in this sentence, but all of those nouns are referring to something. Okay, the first one is we have short-term impact. Okay, so this just means how eating methylmercury will affect or change us in a short amount of time. And it is something we should be worried about. Okay. Now, what is it? What are we talking about? The impact or how what will change us? That is the most important question to understanding how it is used. What is the thing that is going to be changing us if we eat it? And that is very obviously I'll circle that in another color. That's our methylmercury. We're dealing with methylmercury, the poisonous metal, methylmercury. So we're talking about how methylmercury will affect us if we eat it in a short amount of time. So the subject of that sentence is the effects of methylmercury because it is the thing that can change us. Now, the second sentence starts more troubling or more worrisome. What we should be worried about more, however, is its long-term impact or how it changes us over a long period of time. If we eat it in a very short period of time, we may not see any changes or any impact. However, we will see a long-term impact or long-term change, and that's what we're worried about. So we need to figure out what is it talking about. Okay, the most important question we can ask ourselves is, what is the thing that's changing us? Okay, what is making an impact? Okay, a long-term impact, yes, we know, but that's not the question. We're not asking what is making a long-term impact. Well, we are asking that, but long-term impact is only part of our question. So it doesn't make sense to say the long-term change is a long-term change. We know that, but we want to know what is causing the long-term change. So this is not an appropriate answer. Okay. Now, the answer is actually B, methyl mercury, because this is the thing that we will eat that will change us, that is having the long-term effect or impact or change. Okay. Now let's talk about why C and D are not right. Okay. Now it's not referring to the food chain because previous to or before the second sentence, there is no mention of the food chain. It doesn't say anything about the food chain. Okay. It talks about short-term impact of digestion or eating methyl mercury. Okay. And D is not the answer because this is the thing that is being affected or being changed. Okay. Our digestion. Okay. How the way in which we eat the methyl mercury, we digest or our body breaks it down. So we're not asking about digestion, we're asking about what will affect our digestion in our bodies, which is the methyl mercury. Okay. Now let's talk a little bit more about its. Okay. Now its long-term impact. This is a noun. Okay. For what this is, its is a. Oh, sorry. This is what we call a possessive. P-O-S-S-E-S-I-V-E. This is called a possessive adjective. Okay. Now, what a possessive adjective tells us is it tells us a thing, what belongs to something. Okay. A possessive just means to have something. Okay. This is my marker. Now, what's the possessive adjective that I use in that sentence? It's my. Whose marker? My marker. Okay, so we need to ask ourselves this question when talking about it. Whose long-term impact? What's long-term impact are we talking about? What's causing the long-term impact? It's methyl mercury. Okay, methyl mercury's long-term impact. Its long-term impact. And remember, it is for something that is singular, which means it's only one thing. Methyl mercury is one thing. It's a large thing. It's a metal. Okay, it's not plural. It's singular. Okay, so we need to use the possessive adjective its to refer to metal mercury. Okay. Now, a good thing to remember about a possessive adjective is that after a possessive adjective, you will have a noun. So we have a possessive adjective plus a noun. And that's why I labeled long-term impact as a noun, because I have a noun after this possessive adjective. So this will help me ask the question of what's long-term impact? What is causing the long-term impact? Oh, well, what can cause a long-term impact? A short-term impact? No. A food chain? No, that's not what we're talking about. A digestion? No. We're talking about the methyl mercury causing a long-term impact. Okay. So that is how you can determine or find out what it is talking about in the sentence. Okay, guys, that's the video. If you like the video, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section. Or you can email me at easyenouughenglish@gmail.com about any questions on tutoring. Let me write that for you. easyenouughenglish@gmail.com. And also, another way you can contact me is through sending me a quick message through Facebook Messenger. It's okay. You can send that message in Chinese. All right, guys, I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.